Hey, what's up, Stockalytics family? Thanks for tuning into the channel. Today we have an exciting topic. If you have $1,000, how would you invest it? How we have an approach that we think is something that's probably helpful. Disclaimer: we're not a financial advisor. Please do your own due diligence for informational purposes only. This is Ray Dalio. He is one of the most famous investors of all time. He's in the class of Warren Buffett and rest of those. I call them the goats of investment, greatest of all time. Check out this video; it's really important. It sets us up really nicely.
Matter a lot. How should people invest, and what is the correct asset allocation for this sort of environment? Well, the most important, the investment environment going forward will be very different from the environment of the past. I mean, think about it as a zero and very low returning asset environment, because the liquidity that's in the market is driving the excess returns of all markets down to be low in relationship to the very low cash rate. So negative real returns, not good for cash and so on. The most important thing is to know how to diversify well. And what I mean by that is to go beyond just the traditional 60-40 stock bond mix, or even the same countries, and to broaden that diversification. To include in that portfolio assets that might seem unusual, to include some gold, to include inflation index bonds, to think of.
All right, guys, you heard him well. He wants you to diversify your portfolio. Um, the Basically the world is really printing money. U.S. is leading the way. Europe is printing. Everybody's printing money. The currencies are getting weak. Our dollar is getting weak. He's saying that cash is very weak as a asset class. I have some friends who ask me, what would you do with $1,000 if you had to invest? I said, hey, this is what I would probably do if I was a new investor. I would probably buy Apple stocks. I probably one Apple stock for 458. I would buy gold equity, like an ETF or something, and gold, the symbol, the one that Warren Buffett just bought into. I think he purchased about $500 million worth of stocks. I'll buy five of those. I would buy a crypto right now. Like Ray Dalio said, something that's unusual, different, is growing. You see, it has a lot of growth. I'll buy Litecoin. It's a nice entry point. Buy a few of those, three of those, and then I would go back to another stock. I would just get Tesla. Um, you can get a fraction or slice, and get whatever you can. And the reasons I say Apple and Tesla is because these stocks are splitting. So you actually will be getting four stocks, right? You'll be having actually four units of this, um, and then you'll be having, uh, I think this is splitting into five, which will be about a half, almost half a unit. And I'm thinking these, values will increase as well. So crypto is also, a lot of people don't phrase it or label it as an asset class. It can be labeled as a distinct asset class or commodity. So, but it's available to trade. You can trade it on Robinhood and other brokerage platforms. So let's take a look at why I would do this, right? Warren Buffett has just he basically sold a lot of banks like Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan Chase, and he went into gold. He thinks gold is gonna be a big play going forward all the with basically with all that's going on with the dollar, the weakening of the dollar. This asset class might be going up. And let's see, what's the price right now, the forecast. So it's at 30. It's trading at $30 and something cents, and for 12 months, it might go to 38. This is conservative, I would say. You know, I can see it going to, let's see, let's go to this is another tool I use, gov.capital. I also should mention I use money.cnn. Oh, before I move on, folks, if you guys can come to the channel and subscribe, and also like and comment, and also click the notification button. That way you can get notified when we upload new videos. We're trying to build a community. We're trying to help in your investment journey. So if you can do that, that would really help with the algorithm. Really appreciate all the support and love out there. We're also on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. Uh, we always have some fun stuff going on there. We also have a podcast on Spotify. So yeah, going back, if you look at the bull case, 1 year for $55, 5 years $268, I could see this happening, right? There's a lot of other gold stocks and ETFs. Look into them. You know, this is disclaimer: we're not financial advisors, but you know, we want to help people. This is for informational purposes, so you should do your own due diligence and try to make a responsible, you know, investment. So, like for instance, us, what we're trying to say is what we would do is, I would buy one share of Apple. I would buy 0.10 share of a fractional share of Tesla, and I would buy five uh, gold stocks, and I would buy three Litecoin cryptocurrencies, crypto stocks as well, commodities, and three, and that would I would feel pretty. It seems like a very diverse to me. A lot of growth in these assets, so this is something that will. This is something that I can feel safe about if something happens. You know, a lot of people are hoping or thinking a crash is coming. We don't know, but these are all opportunities of growth. The reason why I said no to buy Apple is they're doing that Apple One subscription, which is Prime like. This is reoccurring revenue. They're really getting into the service business. This is going to be a big business, a growing business. If you guys saw the last quarter, their services grew a lot. It's not just a phone company no more, a smartphone company no more. It's going to become a service company. It's going to become, you know, wearables. It's going to really grow. And the stock split has been a great news for um, the company, for retail investors, for all investors. It's great news. So you'll be able to get 4 for 1, I believe, by end of August 31st. So whatever you have, they'll give you four for the one. So it's I always had that analogy. You have a piece of pie, and now they slice the pie in 4 slices. Um, so next one is Tesla. They announced the 5 for 1 stock split. This is really great. Also, um, so Tesla has a lot of catalysts. The reason I said to use some of that money, that $1,000 that you have, that you saved up, and you have, you know, that money. Make sure this money is not something you're taking a loan on, or you're like struggling to pay your rent, and you're taking that money to see if you can, you know, try to make some money out of it. No, should be some money that you have, that you already paid off your loans and interest, and you have some money on the side and you want to invest. It's like $1,000. If you have 5,000, just times five everything that I invested, that we would do. I would times five whatever you think is right for you guys. So yeah, Tesla stock. There's a lot of catalysts. There's Battery Day, the stock split. There's Q3 is looking really good. There's Model Y. There's the Semi. There's the Robo Taxi network that might be coming out, right? Litecoin is gonna. It's a. If you look at over 1 year track or 1 month, let's look over 1 month. It's grown 62% in 1 month. I think that's because a lot of folks are investing in the stock market, but they're also investing in crypto. A lot of folks, and crypto is becoming more popular. If you see things like Cash App on Square, they're starting to use crypto as well in there. So yeah, cryptocurrency is being popular. Check it out. Do some research. We think this has potential. I really like this plan. I think that you can move forward with this plan. Do your own due diligence. Look into it. I like this plan. Let me know what you think. What would you do with $1,000? What would you? How would you invest? Are you think you want to make a quick buck and do some day trading? Try to do a more high risk $1,000 into like penny stocks. I'm definitely not for that. We're against that. We're more in long term investment. So let me know what you think when you get a chance. Subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification button. That way it helps the algorithm and gets this content out to more folks. We're trying to grow the community and trying to build more content for you guys. All right, folks, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.